little update for you guys. I'm in Orlando, Florida for Animate Orlando. It's a 3-day convention from Friday through Sunday. Today's the first day. I got here last night at like 12 o'clock in the morning. My flight got delayed a couple times. It was kind of freaking me out a little bit. A little backstory is my very first con was last year around this time. Animate Columbus. I get to the airport on time, my bags are checked, and then the Microsoft crash happens. So we end up waiting for hours. I was waiting till like 1 o'clock in the morning to find out if my flight was going to take off, and they eventually just canceled all flights and would not let me get my bags back, which had all my my booth supplies. So I slept in the airport for the first time that night, and I frenzied and, or whatever the word is, I hurried and tried to find a second option to get to Columbus, to find a 7 a.m. flight that was questionable. No one knew if it was going to take off or not because of the crash. Luckily it did, giving me time to make it to Ohio around like 10 o'clock, and the show started at 1. So I landed at 10. My best friend who picked me up last night, he's in Orlando for just one night, ironically, or like it just so happened to be that he was here for the night. Him and his girlfriend are flying to Puerto Rico this weekend, so they're flying out of here. Anyway, he was there for me that first show, so we did the show together, and I get to Ohio and I don't have my check bags because those check bags are still on the plane that I was originally supposed to take. They didn't manage to get it to the plane that I switched to, and so I was without my clothes, I was without my stand, I was without all of my supplies for my booths. All I had were my prints that I put in my carry-on. So luckily I had prints, but yeah, so I was dressed. We were about the same size, so he was able to let me borrow some of his clothes, and we went and just put the prints on the table, like on this photo here. Anyway, so this is my second Animate ever, second Florida convention, first time in Orlando doing a convention, so don't know what to expect, kind of nervous. I'm about to shower and go see if I can set up the booth, and then I have a couple things to run around and do, because this is my first convention that I've had to fly to since last year. I was not prepared for how hard it was to pack all the stuff that I've accumulated since last year. Print wise, man, it's such a heavy bag. So I don't know, I didn't get to bring some things because of that, and one of those things is my wagon, which is my favorite thing in the world. I could not bring it because it's so bulky, and it just would add like 10 pounds to my bag. So pray for me, guys, even though you'll see this after the fact, but we got this. All right, bye.
So it's packed already. My unorganized self, I have to make a couple runs. Con starts in 50 minutes, but I need to go by Walmart. I wasn't able to carry all of my things with me because of the weight limits for carry-ons. This is like the first flight I've done in a while, but I need something to sit my prints in, so we'll see if we can find something. Alright, so I ran to Walmart. I got a little bit of food, junk food, and then I went and picked up these last minute orders just in case, because I couldn't bring everything this time like I have been for the last like 2 or 3 cons. So it's been weird trying to figure out like what I can bring, how to delegate, you know, because every show's so different.
In a quarter mile, keep left to stay on Florida 482 West.
Some shows you have a very popular print that doesn't move at all, and then some shows you have a print that's just like no one ever wants to buy it, and then everybody all of a sudden wants it, you know. So it was really hard for me to decide. So I ordered a couple things, just like 5 prints, 2 of the new prints I just made, my Jinyu and my Mau Mau. I ordered another batch of those, but
keep left to stay on Florida 482 West.
We'll see how it goes, guys. I mean, I really don't have any other options after today as far as printing, maybe FedEx, but I'm not too worried about it. There's a lot of really cool artists at the show. It's a really big vendor hall. I'm at C28, so I'll have to figure out parking, how to get parked.
Continue on Florida
I got
482
lucky
west for half a mile.
and didn't have to pay for parking, but now I might have to pay because I think they closed out all the loading areas, so I think they're just gonna make you have to go into the regular, like, attendees lot, or if there is any difference, I don't know. But anyway, I heard people talking about they had to pay $20 to park, and I didn't have to pay anything, so I'm gonna go the same way I went last time. See if I can get the same person. I don't know, but we'll see. You know, yeah. Organized chaos in my solitude. Plenty of people coming though. So, random thoughts that I have to myself. One, these videos. I know you guys really like the Artist Alley vlogs. Getting to see like behind the scenes and stuff, but I wish I could give you more. Like, I don't know. I feel like it gets kind of repetitive for me to just see people walking by and me kind of just sitting around. So I don't know. Thanks for watching though. I appreciate you guys. And maybe one day I can actually have a line of my own. We'll see. Okay, we got about 1 more hour left on the Friday. This is how the owls look right now. Not super busy, but I mean, it has been relatively busy for these booths around me. So I'm happy for everyone. This is how my Momo came out, by the way. Look at her, she came out great. Actually, I'm not too upset about it. But then Jinnu here, which semi-realistic face style. So, I'm back in the room. Recap of day one. It's the same trend as it always is, I guess. Not very great. Total of 7 sales. Did not meet table. The convention wasn't very. It wasn't slow. I don't think. I feel like it was relatively fast. Like, my neighbors had plenty of traffic. It was, it was good. I'm not gonna blame it on low traffic. Honestly, hey, I don't know. It's just one of those things where I always feel unprepared. I always feel like I'm behind, and I always watch other people's booths and look at other people's booth, and I think about how much time they put into it and how much time they work to get to where they are, to get the product, the quality and the print, the quality in their stand booth, the quality in everything they do. And it's crazy, because like the little that I have takes me so much time. Yeah, I work full time, but still, I feel like I never have any time to do these things. So the story that I told you earlier about me driving from St. Louis Saturday morning after work all week to head towards Memphis to see my family for a day, then to drive to Texas to start my contract, which started on Monday, so that leaves 0 room for anything. And then Monday going and investing in my own business for the first time in a while, getting a cry cut or a cricket, and having 0 time from Monday because you're working 7 to 5, 7 to 4, 10 to 7, 10 to 7. So it's like as soon as I get home, I gotta, it's just so much, man. And then after I buy the Cricut, I have to go and find specific printer paper for both my printer and the Cricut or the Cricut. And that took another day. So it's like
The only day I had was Wednesday. So Monday, Tuesday, gone. Wednesday, I stayed up all night long, no sleep at all. Literally, I went to work on Wednesday at 10, so I woke up at 8. I was up from 8 till sometime Friday at like 9 o'clock when I finally fell asleep on the plane, you know? So, yeah, I was exhausted and I still didn't get anything done. I didn't get the Cricut to work the way I wanted it to. And yeah, so now I'm struggling. I had an epiphany that when I got off work yesterday to run to my apartment, just print off 4 or 5 sticker designs that I had already made the week prior, and try to see if I can just manually put get the cut that I want. And so I just stuffed them in my bag. Also, like I said earlier, this is the first show that I'd flown to in a while. So like all the things that I normally bring, I couldn't. My wagon couldn't bring it. My blocks, my cubes couldn't bring those. They're too heavy because my prints weigh so much. So I have all these prints that don't sell that weigh so much, and then like all the cubes and all the other stuff that I used to set up my booth, they weigh a lot. And so it's like, how do I get it to make sense? I don't know. But you see these guys with these crazy booths, these booths that go up like 6 feet from the table, or like have all these lights and like these figures and like characters that they made themselves that are attached to their booths. And I'm just like, how the heck do they fit all this? And one thing, unless they're driving, I don't understand how they fly that way. I am going to try to laminate and cut these stickers as best as I can. I don't expect much out of these. Like, it's gonna be hand cut stickers, so we'll see what the quality looks like. And I've never laminated before, so we'll see how that goes. But sorry to be negative, guys. I'm not being negative. I don't want to seem like I'm being negative. I am being super realistic about like the time that I've put into my business and what I'm getting out of it. I shouldn't expect to be receiving some substantial attention, reward, or whatever for the amount of time that I put into my business, because I don't put that much time into it, and that's real. Like, yeah, I'll post these YouTubes, I'll post on Instagram every now and then, but I have a full 40-hour week, and I have other responsibilities outside of work and trying to stay healthy, go to the gym. It's a lot. And so, not making excuses, it's just a matter of fact. It's just the truth that I don't put as much into my business as I would like to. I would love to put more into my business. I would love to spend more time not only making art but making products and fine-tuning those products to be high quality that people actually want and love, how I would want them to. So yeah, that's just the truth. So I don't expect much this weekend, not compared to the amazing artists that have put so much time and effort into their booths, into their presentation, into their products. These guys are killing it. I'm gonna walk around tomorrow. I'll have slow periods, I promise, but I'll walk around tomorrow and you guys can see some of the booths, man. Some of these guys are awesome, and I'm not downing my own work. I know my art's great, yeah, but it's not necessarily the art, it's the product, it's the way it's presented. It's not bringing people to my table, it's not getting people to buy things. And you know, at the end of the day, like, I gotta stop thinking the way I think. I gotta think more positively. I gotta think in different ways to kind of keep myself from, quitting. At some of these shows, I get kind of in a depressive mode when I'm just seeing crowds of people who are at these other tables. But it's like, these guys are smart. They're doing things the right way. They're marketing to the appropriate audience. They're making products that people want to see and want to buy. And I can't be mad at that. I'll never be mad at that. That's great for everybody. That's great for them. It's me who I need to get on board with stuff that like makes more sense as a businessman. Like, I can make all the products that I like at the end of the day, but if no one else likes them enough to buy them, then I'm failing, So yeah, that's my rant. I'm not down to fail anymore kind of thing, but this weekend I'm kind of taking it as an L already, because it's hard, bro. It's just not, I don't know. We'll see. Okay, I'm wearing this Zorro cosplay for Saturday. It's not finished. I left my red satchel in Dallas, and I also forgot my earrings there as well, which they're in my normal carry-on. Normally my earrings ironically go with me wherever I go because I just keep them in my carry-on bag. But this specific time I didn't bring my carry-on bag because I had 2 check bags and my carry-on was my stand, so completely forgot those. But you know, we got the robe on. We know you're gonna know who I am regardless. Anyway, here goes Saturday. Oh, this is that Florida heat, man. It's so humid outside. Hold my camera the right way. This is what the convention center looks like. It's pretty massive, honestly. I'm parked in the back just so I can dip out when it's over. Then I'll have to deal with traffic because I'm expecting the day to be relatively busy. But at the same time, it might not be busy when I get off, so I don't know. I should have parked closer. But I am a little bit behind today. Normally Saturday mornings you want to be here on time just because this is when everybody comes. But like I said, the vendor hall is so weird that me walking through, I should have no problems just getting to my booth before anybody even makes it. Just because it's kind of an awkward design. Artist alley's in the back left. So that means you'd have to go through all the vendors just to get to AA. As always, I have to show you guys what the booth looks like. Of course, I told you it's a little different today just because I don't have as much space. But you see, stickers are here. I might actually have to move them out a little bit because you can't really see them, I guess. But yeah, I mean, you work with what you can. Recap. Show's over in 30 minutes for Saturday. I'm exhausted. My throat, my throat's sore. I've been talking so much. Yeah, I'll recap later when I recover. Morning. So it's day 3, Sunday, my shortest day because I have to leave at 4 for my flight at 7, just to make sure I'm not late. I have work tomorrow at 7 a.m. so I don't really have the time to be here all day. The show ends at 6, and I'll give you guys a little recap about it later on. I'm getting breakfast right now. I'm a little late because I'm tired. I am exhausted. No days off, right? But yeah, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
It's a really cool booth here with shirts, anime shirts. Really big open space right here. Kind of awkward. Let's see. But, I mean, it's good for like big crowds, I guess. Now we get to Artist Alley. This is where all the blood, sweat, and tears is. It's kind of for me and for you. So if you guys like Hasbin Hotel stuff, Hasbin Hotel, Desmats, Lucy's Lane. Some of them are like me, they haven't really opened up shop yet. I guess they're exhausted as well. It's been a really long weekend. My voice is a little out of it right now. Okay. I really feel so awkward walking around with a camera. But, you know, do it for you guys. Morning. How are you doing? Let's see. Waves. This is Hustle Arts. Met this guy in GalaxyCon Columbus last year. He just so happened to be here on a whim. Booth is huge this time again. Look at his artwork. He's also got Desmats too. Togi and Megami. He's got a lot of stuff. He's got Bleach. What's good, man? Yeah, I like the cosplay, bro. Yeah. And it's Hustle Arts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, heck yeah. Dude, your booth has gotten even bigger since last year.
Dude,
oh
so
my
I've been
gosh.
getting a lot of pro booths and corner booths and stuff.
Yeah.
I've been going back and forth. Like, so I have too much stuff to have in the little spaces now. So
Yeah.
It just makes sense to just have everything out.
That's awesome. And you're starting a sticker book or something like that?
Yeah.
What is this like?
It's like everyone would put stuff in it, and
Oh,
I'll create a
that's
sticker.
so cool.
It's like everyone would just put random stuff and just show off.
That's
what
so
stuff
cool,
they make.
bro.
And then I see them every year.
Oh
so
my
just,
gosh.
the cool stuff people put in.
Wow. That's awesome, man. I'm just not getting in. I haven't even opened my booth up yet. I just decided I haven't done a walk around, so I might as well walk around and see what I like. But just doing that. How was your night? I look like you stayed up all night drawing again.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
You're addicted to it. That's a good thing, though, man.
I got some good stuff done. I had some stuff I wanted to
He's a dope person. Art's great. He draws 24/7, so something I would love to be able to do, but I'm just too lazy. Too lazy to be drawing all day. I get overwhelmed and overstimulated by things I can't do, and then I give up for a little while. Go take a walk or something. These prints are so cool. Some of them don't have signs up, so I can't really shout them out. But if you recognize the art, you recognize the art. Zabby's. This is a dope booth as well. Look at the Dandadan art. Goose. My fingers are freezing. I've been carrying around this frozen coffee. Whoa. Tapestries. So cool.
And when he was a kid, he slept with
These artists are great, man. Witch and waifu. Artwork by Kerr. I love the One Piece artwork, the Nami, the Ace, and the whole squad. I've actually seen this artist before. Let's see. This is cool. Whoa. Shy. hopefully you guys see some artists that you like. Feel free to follow them, support them any way you can. You know, this is what it's all about. Rehearsals again. Until him again. It's a dope booth, like always. He's busy right now, but I'll keep walking. All right, I think it's time to return to my booth. So the nice lady that was at my booth, she moved because her booth was too congested. It was, she had a lot of large canvases, so not enough space, so she got a cool vendor section. I'll walk by her booth as well soon. But let me just set up a couple things here.
Never pay for 2 tables. I don't have enough.
Yeah, no,
I
heck no.
cannot. I will not. I can't make it. I can't. Even if I try, I know I.
It's hard to just make table at regular shows, you know.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Well, I'll see you again soon, I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah. For
I'm in
sure.
Texas all the time.
Yeah, and I'm going to do the Beacon
Which
Bitcoin?
one? Bitcoin? Where's that?
in San Antonio.
I had no idea about that.
He ironed them and creates different shapes. He sells. He's an artist too.
When is it though? Do you know?
Big Texas Comic Con, San Antonio. That one.
It is October. Oh well, it's way too late for me. now.
17 to 19.
It's way too late for me.
Yeah.
I think Otakon is also this weekend. So Otakon is a huge con in DC. So I'm sure a lot of people either got into Otakon, they're like, no, I'm not coming here. Because I heard someone else, one of my friends is here, and he got his spot because one of his friends was accepted into Otakon, and they gave the table away to him. But I wanted to post. I just got this really sick art print. Sukuna and Gojo. Very awesome. and you have all of this here. I actually used a couple of these as references before. I have never met the artist. Today we have someone who's proctoring for him. What's up, man?
How you doing?
What's the artist's name?
So the artist's name is Christian.
Christian.
He goes under Wizzy Kuza.
Wizzy Kuza. What's your name?
Dominic.
Dominic. Nice to meet you, bro.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Thank you for the cool art print too, by the way. Have a good day. And there's Clara. She's been killing it this weekend. Really cool stuff. She's got all kind of pins and stuff. And she's been going off. Killer. Hey guys, so I've done this outro several times now, but this is going to be the final take on it. Let me just do a quick recap, tell you guys how I felt and how the weekend went for me at Orlando, Animate Orlando. First and foremost, I love Orlando. I lived there for 6 months in 2023, had a great time. Met a lot of cool people, a lot of great experiences that time, and so this was like very nostalgic for me to come back and hang out in those same areas. The show, Artist Alley was pushed way in the back, which kind of sucked, but it was kind of okay. It really, I don't really think it affected as much as I thought it would have. We had decent traffic, but we also had periods where there were not much traffic. This is a first year show, so I wasn't expecting hordes of people to be there because, again, it's the first year show. But we had lots of really good voice actors, so that brought a lot of people on board to attend the show this past weekend, so that was awesome. As far as the voice actors go, we had a really great team of voice actors that were attending the con. In fact, out of all those voice actors, I think 3 of them, Chozo, Yusuke, and Blackstar, I had customers come to my booth, buy prints, and then come back later with those prints signed by those voice actors. So that was crazy, and I'm really grateful for those customers for choosing my artwork to get signed by those voice actors of characters that I really, really love. So really cool experiences there. My booth was a little tight. I don't know, it felt like it was tighter than usual. I don't know why. I had lots of space in the back, but I felt like I was just cramped. I don't know, it just felt weird. Maybe it's because of the way that I put my stand, because I wanted the stand to be close for people to actually see the artwork, because my art is on the darker side of the tones, so it's kind of hard to see from far away. So I pulled my stand up closer. My neighbors were awesome. Clara, Imani Joe, and then a nice lady that took Imani Joe's space after she moved to a bigger table. She was making flowers, crochet flowers, so all 3 of them were awesome. It was great to meet them, and they're great people. Monetarily, here's the big thing that I know all you guys were waiting for: profits or no profits. So this show, I did not make any profit. I lost $200 actually, just because of the cost of flights, hotels, the car, the booth, paying for gas, paying for toll passes, parking, all that stuff. I ended up $200 in the red, which was really depressing at first. And in fact, literally hours later, I got notified by Hallmat that I did not make it into Holiday Matsuri this year. And surprisingly, I wasn't really sad about that. I had already been thinking like I'm in over my head anyway, because my booth isn't really up to code or at the standard of some of these other artists right now, and that's just displayed in like how much traffic that my booth brings. So and that's just how I feel lately. I feel like I don't have what it takes to compete at the moment, or to sit next to some of these other great booths. Not necessarily compete, I don't think that's the right word, but just be in the same alleyway, you know. Just, I don't know, I think I need to bring up the professionalism of my booth, my displays, and my artwork. So I was considering taking time off, taking a break from Artist Alley after this year. We'll see how that goes. As of right now, I only have one more show set up, but I am on waitlist for a couple other shows, and yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see, guys. Don't mean to be like a down or anything, but I gotta figure out what it is that I'm missing, and I gotta fix it, because otherwise my business will not ever grow. So this is important to me, and I need to figure out an intelligent and productive way to make my dreams come true. And I really appreciate everybody who comes by, stops, talks to me, compliments me, and everything. That means the world to me. But at the end of the day, I kind of have to figure out how to increase my conversions a little bit more, so that I'm not just barely scraping by or like finishing in the red every time. So I don't know. Just if you guys have any ideas or tips, I'm always open-minded. My stickers that I printed last minute did not sell very well. They didn't sell at all. So I might have to just expand the catalog. Only have 5 stickers printed just because of the lack of time. But yeah, so I don't expect things given to me, and I don't want people to give things to me out of pity. I don't expect success for no work. I understand these artists are grinding, they're working their butts off. A lot of them are full-time artists. They're working night and day and night on their products, on their stand booths, their displays and stuff. And I do a lot of things last minute. I procrastinate a lot. Granted, I do have a full-time job and other responsibilities outside of that, but excuses are excuses, and I could definitely do better, and I will do my best to do better for my next show. So thanks, guys, for hanging out and enjoying the vlog. There will be more vlogs to come if I decide to continue this. I'm just trying to figure out how to A, get accepted into these cons, and B, like do well at them, or like do okay at them, to the point where I can keep doing them and not be burning my full-time salaries income trying to, you know, become an artist. So anyway, I'll stitch another video in here because it was really heartfelt and it actually recorded appropriately. It wasn't the mirror or the window that was recorded, so that tells exactly how I feel, and hopefully I'm not just repeating myself. But this video will come after this one. So thanks you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys sometime soon. Bye.
Also, special thanks to everyone that did come out and support. I don't want to talk too much about the negatives and not the positives. You guys are always amazing. How you guys come and show up for me. Even the people who do just stop and say, you know, these positive things, I really appreciate that. I really appreciate the people who come and support me mentally, spiritually, and financially. Of course, when they do buy products, it's awesome too. But this weekend, I had a lot of people buy my art and then take it to the voice actors, and the voice actors then signed that art. I had 4 pieces, 3 black stars and a Yusuke. Well, actually 5 pieces. 3 black stars, a Yusuke, and a Chozo all got signed this weekend by the voice actor, and that makes me so happy that they thought that my art was what they wanted to get signed. You know, like that's awesome for me. And so many people came through. Customers that I met and I talked to that were just beautiful souls, that just wanted like to talk, have conversation, which was 100% fine with me. And I got to meet some friends. I got to make some friends that hopefully I see one day vending. People that I always run into, people that are artists who are not vending and they have questions, and I'm always happy to answer those questions and give them tips or whatever about like my experiences and what they might want to do in the future. But yeah, it's always worth it at the end of the day to go to these shows and just meet the
amazing people that come to the shows that just, I can feel their not spiritual energy. I'm not, this isn't Bleach, but I just feel how genuine they are, and that helps me revitalize when it comes to doing these shows. It's really nice to be able to say, like, you know, I helped someone, or I gave them the advice that maybe they'll use to start a business one day, or continue the pursuit of art, because like a lot of artists are self-doubters, including myself. We self-doubt and we don't believe in ourselves. So hopefully I was able to help you guys, if you did come and talk to me and you had those questions, to motivate you that, you know, there's something out there for you and you can do it if you just believe in yourself. And this is kind of like for myself too. The reason I'm doing this is because I told myself that I didn't want to quit on myself. I didn't want to give up on myself. And if I gave up, then I lose. But if I don't give up, then I can't lose, because I'm always pouring into myself, essentially. When you come from a background where, well, I don't know, sorry, I'm terrible at talking, but when you grow up and everything seems impossible to do, you're not super athletic, you're not super intelligent, you don't make the best grades, the only thing that you're really good at is drawing, and that's about it. So it's like, I really talked to myself and I said, I gotta pour into this. It's hard when, you know, you put a lot of hours in and not a lot comes out of it, but that's a part of the game, I guess. You know, not everything's guaranteed. It's all a part of growth and learning what works, what doesn't work. Hopefully I can kind of catch on sooner than later, so that I can actually say that I'm where I want to be as far as an artist goes. And yeah, thank you guys again. Sorry about the little rant, but there's a lot to it, to the reasons why I do what I do. And yeah, I have a full-time job, and that full-time job is nice. I can be comfortable with that job, but the passion is with this, right? This is where my passion is. My 9 to 5, I love my job, again, but it's not my passion. And I just want to be, I would never quit my job, but I would like to switch roles, where I would be a part-time current job title and I would be a full-time artist. And that is the goal. I would love that. So it give me a little bit more freedom with my time, my schedule, and even more flexibility with how I travel. So again, thanks guys for watching. Sorry about the long-winded ending, but love you. Talk to you later. Bye.